Intelligent streaming agent now supports Valorant, PUBG, and CS2. I don't know what any of this means. It's a notification, though. I don't know about these notifications sometimes, when, especially with if, with the streaming app, it gives me these little notifications. So I'd be like, okay, what does this mean? Intelligent streaming agent now supports Valorant, PUBG, and CS2. And with that in mind, good morning and good afternoon and good evening to all of you. It is in 12 o'clock or in the afternoon. And guess what? It's 30 degrees here. I thought I'd throw out the weather. 30 degrees. So it's a little chilly willy here in good old New Hampshire. Just an FYI. And I do want to say thank you to everybody that's, been here to my farm, to help with the lettuce and to accumulate diamonds. Yep, I'm telling you, it's just been like, wow. Now it's a matter of every time I go into the little bin, it says, it's got something like, it wants me to, I have to level up. I'm like, jeebus, give me a break. But no, it's all good. But anyways, I don't know, it's like, when I look at some of these things, I mean, we're down to 2 days, and not this farm in particular. I'm not going to use it for the event because it's just not ready, and it would be just insane for me to try to set it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the event farming and stuff on the main farm. Um, and I know that's going to interfere with some of you all that have these issues with lettuce. So we need to talk about that lettuce. We need to talk about it because I know it can be very addictive. That you need to get your lettuce. That you just need to get it. I get it. Okay. And I think it's a really good thing that a lot of people are doing the lettuce, lettuce farms, no matter how big or no matter how small. I think it's really good because you're earning favor, and we have that event shack, which is going to help out immensely as well. But and I know it's helped you guys out a lot too. And even some of the farms that I've been on, and some of my friends, their farms are doing really good, and the reason why their farms are doing really well is because, you know, guys, if you get to a farm and all you see is like maybe low level stuff like lettuce and corn and even potatoes, you can earn favor that way um, rather quickly. But I know a lot of you are out there struggling looking for it, and I know a lot of you are struggling to maybe open your second farm or your third farm. Um, and one of the things, and I will go to town to show you this, one of the things that I'm doing right now is, I'm preparing, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this. As you can see, I'm going to leave all of this. I'm going to leave this lettuce here. And and I have a sufficient amount of chickens and ducks, rabbits, cows, and goats. And um, and I'm not going to go overboard with it like I have it on my main. Um, no, I'm not. I mean, I kind of like been thinking about that. No, I don't want to do that. Because I think too it would take away from what I'm trying to show you guys. So, that's another thing. And but no, I've been doing pretty good with this, as far as getting everything that I need to get done and um, stuff like that. But I have to say, overall, guys, you helped me out immensely, immensely with coming to my farm and you know harvesting my lettuce. I really do appreciate that. So, but this farm, see, and I wish there was a way to put both my farms up, but unfortunately, it's kind of a no can do because of the simple fact that the how the account's set up under one name. And I don't know, I don't want to go overboard and say, well, maybe I can make a second account. I personally, I don't want to do that because to me, it's more work, and I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go that route. I figure if I can switch on and off to this farm, to the main farm, it's that's enough. You know what I mean? It'll work. Um, my main farm is basically all set up with the exception of our event in a couple of days. And but here's the thing too, and I kind of thought about this morning. Because I know some of you, uh, want to have your own event, little event stuff. Good morning, Maya. How you doing today? What I was gonna suggest and recommend, okay, if you, well, I can show you on the map. It might help you a little better. It might help you because I did do it on the fly a little bit on my main farm actually last year. Ooh, packing boxes. Way to go. Maya, I don't envy anybody packing boxes because I remember when I was doing that too this year, and oh God, it was such a tragedy. I mean, because you're packing things and then you got to mark what's in them and you know things like that. That's the only drawback about when you're packing up your stuff. Sometimes people don't, and I was always that way. I would just throw the stuff in the box, from whatever room, and you know, I didn't care what was in there. I just said, well, it's going to go to my new place anyways. I'll just have to figure it out, right? Look in the box. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah. So, but I will tell you, which was kind of what I did was, and I hope you do this, Maya. Basically, I'll tell you, when I knew I was moving into this place, okay, I said, I'm going to leave my coffee maker out. I was going to do that, out, like leave it out. I was going to leave that out, and my coffee, and of course my bed, and of course that was a forget about it. It was like doing the bed. So, but I have the couch, which is it's a really nice couch because it reclines back all the way back, and it doesn't hit the wall or anything like that. It's just a really nice, comfortable recliner. So I thought to myself, no matter what's in what box, I know where my coffee maker is. I know where my coffee is. I know where my coffee filters are. And I also know where two coffee cups were and the two spoons are. Let me see. Well, oh, in my cream. Yeah. I had to make sure I had all of that. You know what I'm saying? I figured it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. As long as I had those major items, I was good to go. But if you're a tea drinker or something, make sure that your teapot is, like the last thing to go because, in your tea bags. All the necessities that you need for the next morning, okay? Because we all know, I know I stumbled. Um, Yeah, see, well, it took me a little bit to get my internet up, and they screwed that up too because when I was moving from the old place, I specifically said to the cable company and everything, and make sure that they are they do it. But I said, make sure you disconnect my service or whatever. And I told them, I said, you disconnect it on this date, you know. Well, they sort of forgot, and I'm like, why is it still on? You know, so I recalled them again because they sent me an email, and that's how I knew. And I called them up. I said, my internet was supposed to be shut off by July 31st, and I said, you know, it's here. It is in August, or actually, it was even before. I think July 20. I think it was like that last week in July because I made it right to the day practically. And yeah, I had to go a couple of weeks without my without the internet, which was okay, you know, not a big deal. I mean, yeah, but I think they came out. It took them a few days to come out to where I live now. Yeah, so it wasn't that bad. I mean, obviously it could have been worse, but it really wasn't that bad. Okay, so I have my pumpkins on another planet. I'll just do these peppers. Nice, nice. Well, I wish you a lot of luck with that inspection. I mean, you know, it's just like anything else. Everybody can reassure you and say, oh, you know, it comes out fine. But at least doing an inspection on any type of home, mobile home, whatever, you know, something, it gives you a peace of mind. That's what it does. It protects you and gives you peace of mind. Yeah. But like I was kind of saying, let's just say hypothetically, some of you guys have an area, like about here, or let's just say you have like an area, because I know that each one of these here represents 864. Okay, and let's say you do have an area filled with lots of lettuce, and basically, let's say that one area that you have filled with lettuce, maybe what you could do is honestly, is just kind of knock out, you know, use a couple of rows if you have that, you know, if you have it that deep. But if you know something, even if you want to do the full lettuce, because if you have corn and potatoes and things like that, that still earns you, you know, diamonds. So, well, I can't say that about my agent, though my agent really kind of complimented me even at the end of closing, how hard I worked. It's, you know, getting everything together, and he's pretty proud of that because, you know, it was kind of like, I mean, obviously I did, but, you know, and again, I had no clue what the hell I was doing other than the process. I'm sure you already have gone through it. The process was, I think, in a sense, the hardest part of the process was, okay, we need paperwork for this, and we need that, and we need this. And I'd be like, oh my God, are they serious? I mean, come on, come on. You know, but, um, and I think for me, and this is being honest, I think for me, my experience was, you know, I paid attention to everything that was going on. Dave was a really nice guy. He didn't sell a lot of mobile homes because obviously there's not a lot of money in doing that with real estate. You know, they'd rather, you know, they make the big bucks selling houses. But overall, he was very nice. I mean, he was a nice guy, and I liked him. You know, of course, sometimes I'd get a little upset with him, and you know, but it wasn't like in a bad way. But I knew like there was just Because we would go to see different mobile homes, and some were just like, no, I ain't gonna go. Nope, 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 nope. And there was that one before the one I have now. Um, you know, I guess what it was I had to kind of face that reality check. As bad as I wanted to leave that place, the old place in Massachusetts, um, I also knew that I had to move forward. Guys. I mean, I would have been no good to myself had I just kind of gave in. But we did run across this one place, and it was actually an older mobile home. The girl, the thing was, her father died um, outside of the mobile home, and that was the thing about the mobile homes. I'm not kidding you when I say this. Every single mobile home that we did see, either the person died inside or they died outside. You know, um, and there was a few which you'd walk in and you could smell death. You could just smell it. There's no question about it. So to me, or the like, it looked a lot of them had carpeting, and you'd look down at the carpeting, and you knew, you know, you knew, and of course, and some of them honestly they looked pretty decent. And then of course, they did need some work. Some, not all, but some. But the one before this, oh my God, did it need work? And through the inspection, I was like looking at it, and you know how sometimes you kind of like you're like in denial. You know what I mean? It's like you know that replacing something or fixing something is going to be kind of costly, and there's going to be no gray area about it. And I do know that you know the the last mobile home, realistically, that's when I turned around and I said to my agent, I said, you know what, Dave? Tell the girl to take 50 grand and run away. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. Tell her to take 50,000 and run away. I mean, I was just being that point blank to her, only because it just wasn't worth what she was asking. I think she wanted like 75,000, and I'm like, no, that ain't gonna, no, because I knew what I was in for. I mean, really, that reality check. Because I was looking at the inspection and everything else. Like the bank didn't know about I mean, the bank knew I did the inspection because when you do it yourself privately, you have that right because it's in their contract. But when I did it privately, and the guy, I have to say, in all honesty, he was fantastic. His name was Tom, and he did his due diligence, and and I was very happy to have him. So when I was looking at this place that I'm currently in, I asked him. I goes, Tom, could you because I was very appreciative of his work. He was very he was very good, you know. And he did, like I said, he did a great job. Um, and he, did all the little nooks and crannies. And of course, I'm thinking the worst. Oh, something's got to be. But this is a newer mobile home. It's only 6 years old, so I felt, you know, there might be some little things. And I will tell you though, in this newer mobile home, um, that I'm going to be spending a lot of time in. Apparently, too, and everybody does it. I don't care who you are. But, when you buy a new place, it's your place, you want to make it your own. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, we didn't notice it, maybe because I just overlooked it. But what these people did was they were very, very nail happy and screw happy. And when I say that, they would have like they would take some of the not I don't want to say it's siding. In mobile homes, unlike apartments or even houses, in mobile homes they it's like a trim. It's a trim. It's a very and it's probably an inch wide, but they're very long. Maybe I don't know. I want to say 8 to 10 feet length. So what these people did was, and I get it, because it was a brand new home when they bought it. And I think what happens is, like I said, you got to make it your own. So they did. And I know in one room, and I literally have no clue how you would go about it in a mobile home because it's a totally different way of how they make it, unlike a house. Um, so what they did here was they painted over like the wallpaper, for example, and you can see the imprint of it being wallpaper underneath the paint. You can see that imprint, and you can see that and in some places, again, they they removed some of the. They should have basically left it alone. Hey, Blaze, what's going on? Um, I mean, there were some things that they should have just left alone, and then they kind of changed. Like with the trim, they kind of took some away and then painted over the wall, thinking, we'll never notice that the trim, that little piece of trim that's like an inch wide and 8 to 10 feet long. Are we going to notice it missing? Absolutely, because you know why? When you put that trim up, same thing with around your door. You, there, there are those things called nails, and if you do a real crappy job by sanding it down improperly, it's going to show. Yeah, and not saying that I'm being picky, but I do know that because I did buy some. I bought some. I bought a sander and the little filler, so that way I can do it properly. And I noticed that. Oh my God! It's like in this room here, my room. Um, they instead of them, like painting the whole entire room white, what they did was it is white, but what they did do was, they put the spackle in there. Now, once you put the spackle in the hole, you're supposed to kind of wipe it down with a damp cloth, right? And then when it dries, you go over there and sand it down, and you're good. But did they do any of that? Nope. So, so yeah, I kind of like go over the place and I'm like, oh, but you know what? That's just gonna be a little project, and I'll be good to go. So, and I do have my farm open, so if people need to get in for their lettuce, their love for lettuce, it's here for you guys. Um, but I think but I think though, if you, like I said, if you have a lettuce farm, a small one, or even if it's a big one, it doesn't matter what it is. And my assumption too is you'll still get favor. I can't guarantee you it's gonna be, you know, because we'll all know at the same time. Um, the one thing about this event, I know that the one that you get for free, the one that you get from the event, will definitely be a winter item. Oh, you couldn't. Oh, okay, all right. I'll have to maybe I'll check. You should have been able to. But see, I think what's happened is because was Obi. She said there was something she couldn't do, and I said, "Oh, you know why? Because I didn't probably change the privs. Yeah, that's probably why. Because I had to do that with Obi. Ooh. It says in order for me to open that other wall, I just need, I need it to be level 240. Yay me. But the flowers for the event, obviously, we'll all get. And I don't know what's going to be dropping from them other than, it's going to be daisies. But then again, now see, because the event, that flower, it might drop something totally different, and who knows what it could be. And the event item again, because I went to Basis Farm last night just to double check, and now I don't know whether or not if that, I mean, because see, she has it up. She doesn't have a whole big bunch of them, but I'm kind of wondering if the gift, the package, the gift that you get, right? Um, because it was a crop when I went to her farm. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Are you kidding? Those chickens are ready? Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, what the heck? Oh. These are the leghorns, that's why. Let me see. Well, you know what? I'll do them. Oh, nice. Okay. As long as it gets the quest done, right, guys? I'll get more chicken eggs. Let me see. I think those are. See, because I put like a little section up here. Okay, I knew they would be pumpkins. Okay. So anyway, what I'm thinking is, guys, if you decide, for example, that you want to lay some event items down, but you also have your farm set up for your lettuce, because Lord knows we have those ones that addicted to that lettuce and they can't get enough of it, and they gotta get to your farm. So what I'm gonna suggest is, because each one of these rows. Let me just double check something on the balloons. I know that's like 800 and something, but I wanna double check. Okay, 826, 826. Okay, so I have 826 going across. 20, okay. And the reason is because I have the roads here, the gas pumps, and stuff like that. So I did leave a space, and I only did that because, I mean, it does make sense. And I did sort of start working on this side here on the left side, and I put two gas pumps in between the travel spots, and I also I'm going to be doing that again over here on this side. Now again, I don't really know if I honestly want to leave. I might do it one night or two nights or something like that. Maybe the last few nights. I don't know. Um, but I do plan on leaving my event farm open, a lot so people can get in there and get out. You know, I actually popped onto one of my friend's farms last night too, and she was just setting up her event farm, with the lines and things like that. And I sent her a message. I let her know, hey, if you need any help with your event farm, let me know, because she's been very helpful towards me, and she'll say, do you want these? You want these? So if that's what you do, but like I said, if you're a new farm, I mean, I'm saying this straight from the heart, because my farm is level 240, right? And I know that some of you obviously have gone past your farm 2 and maybe into 3. I don't know. But what I do know is if you have your farm 1 already open and you two are also doing lettuce, then you know what? Don't be afraid to take a section and just making it all events stuff. Just making, let's say you keep this here, okay, as your lettuce. So that's in between 2 points, right? So let's say you want to go in between. Actually, it's more than 2 points. I'm sorry. It's 1 group, 2, and 3. So you could keep this area, let's say, for example, for your lettuce, right? And then you can do this 1, 2, 3. You can keep this area as an event area, or just use the last 3, whichever works for you. But if you keep this as your event area, right, and then over here on the side, just do your thing with quested items. I did that on my main farm last year for Halloween. If anybody remembers, I did leave that farm open, and it was all Halloween stuff on one side, the event item, and then all my animals. Well, no one's gonna go mess with them. Some people just went over and harvested them, and that was great. But I also made sure that when I had this entire farm, just let over here. Obviously, again, this was on my first farm, my main farm. I had all my animals from here, top to bottom, right? And then from here, roughly from here, okay. What I did was I had all of this going on with event items, okay. And at that time too, we didn't have that check, so. But it just varies what you want to do. And then up here is where I had my workers doing my regular crops. That's all they were doing. And I blocked them off from people going in there and, making a mess. So, just to give you all it's just to give you some ideas of what you can do, and, what's helpful to you guys. And I mean, I hope it's helpful. Let's see, I got winter. Now, see, I kind of like this little setup that I did. I know some of you don't have all the event items, and and I wish there was a way we could put them down for you. I mean, it's like, I know I could probably put them down, but then, of course, if you go and harvest them, that's it. But, of course, then you get your cattails, which is right here. So, you got that. Let me see what else. Oh, I gotta finish my rabbits, my unhappy little rabbits. And again, I'm still not. I'm not prestiging everything. Like on my main farm, I have one of my chickens prestige, and I haven't done anything about that now. And the only rabbit that I have prestige, obviously, is going to be the Easter. So I'm really, really taking my time with what I want prestige and what I don't want. I mean, I did the main things, like your apples and your pears and your lemons, because you're going to need that for the machines. But I don't have an overage of them. Oh, look at that, black cherry tomatoes. Well, I'll be doggone. Oh, black cherries. If it's black cherries that I'm thinking of, they're all 4 seasons. That's doable. We can do that, yeah. So, Maya, your checklist. Do not pack your coffee maker or your tea maker, or, make sure you have a couple of cups out for the coffee, and you're good. Okay? Cream and sugar or whatever you use, make sure you have it out. That's all I'm saying. And don't get sick, by the way, Blaze. Because you know, you can still get sick when they get the flu or cold. Poor babies. They're all going to get colds. Oh. Well, I didn't. Well, wait a minute. Well, well, we had a refrigerator here, so yeah, there was a refrigerator they threw in the fridge. Yeah, there's a, and you know what? I mean, I don't know if you're a vitamin person or not, but you should take vitamins too. You definitely should take one vitamin every single day. I think it's vitamin D. No, yes, vitamin D. Oh wow. Well, I took my old ancient washing machine from my other house, and that was fine. But then I left the dryer behind because it was a gas dryer, just and being that it was a mobile home, um, I heat by propane. So I but I got a good deal at Best Buy for a oh, I'm sure money is definitely pouring out. I'm sure. Yeah, I ended up well, I have to say this in all honesty. Uh, when COVID was around, I took vitamin D, and I was taking it all the time, and other people around me were getting sick and everything. And I have a low immune system, anyways. But I took vitamin D. I think it was D3 1000 or something like that. But I took a vitamin every single day. I mean, every day. And every winter, I never got a cold. Never got a cold. I was thankful for that. Yeah. But I do definitely remember taking the vitamin. Uh, and then even in wintertime, I was honey and lemon with tea. Oh, yeah. So naturally, I stayed away from people too. And I used to tell Larry, because he stopped going because of, the COVID thing. But I remember I used to say to Larry, stay away from people that got a cold. Don't go near them. Don't give them a hug. Don't let them hug you. I don't care. So, yeah. Oh, Maya, I know you will. I know you will because as soon as you see, here's the thing. What I plan on doing is, um, again, I'm going to do my main farm. I'm not going to do this one. Um, I plan on leaving. I might even, if and like, I don't know how soon you get the flowers. I'm assuming hopefully soon. Um, But I mean, I plan on even putting flowers in that section so they can have the flowers and the event item all in one shot. Because I mean, I remember like we all when we had to do the let me see, when we had to do the Halloween one, right? I mean, of course they threw in the trees, which was lovely, but yeah, it was the trees. So, and once that I knew, and I would say, hey, if anybody needs the trees, because I remember I put over 2,500 trees in one place. People could do their trees. Let me see, spring. Are those? No. Okay. I don't know. I mean, well, we should get one, but you know how that works. That would be 3 items then, if it was a harvestable Christmas tree. If you could do the trees. But yeah, it would be nice to get one that's you can harvest it. And I hope it wouldn't be like the amount they gave us on Farm Together 1. Farm Together 1, I think you get 15 Christmas trees that you could harvest. 15. Imagine that. What were they thinking? Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Um, it would be this farm, right? So, hold on a second. Um, Now I'm curious about something. Um, oh, farm settings. I can't do it. Yeah, but it's in here. Oh, we go. I have no idea. You have to check on I think it. I don't know. I have no idea. Aha! Look at that. Look at that little question mark. Yep. 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 Okay. You know what? I wonder if it would show it on Steam. But hold on a second. Where the heck did I see it? Ooh, wouldn't that be nice, Blaze? Cloud play challenges. Multiplayer. No. No. Interface. Nope. Controls, audio. Wait a minute. Now I saw this yesterday. Oh, wait. My farms? Ah, here we go. Ah, it don't show nobody. Okay, so okay. So I need to go back. Let me see, friend permissions, right? This is what I kind of did yesterday on my other farm. No. Friends permissions. Yeah, I'll leave it there and see what happens. Because I don't understand. Friends. Guest permissions. And then you go down here to custom permissions. They can, I guess they can harvest from the buildings. See, there is a difference. It'll say use shops, exchange favor. I put exchange favor and things like that. But I'm going to go back to here. I want to show you something on land too. Thank you. Oop. Okay. I wonder if Steam would show it. Let me just double check something here. Okay, go to Steam, right? Library. Farm together to running. Store page. Okay, farm together. No, it's not showing up. Oh, wait. Update. No. Oh, wait. Includes. Wait a minute. What is this one? No. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I'm not seeing. Yeah, see, they have the Explorers Pack, which was $2.99 on Steam. And then the Meadow Pack, which was $4.99. So, yeah. So, I mean, I think we have to wait to see when it gets released to Steam or whatever. But see, this is the second farm, and I believe. Let me go here, head south, because I cleaned it up a little bit. You see what I'm saying? This is my second farm, and I'm gonna wipe this only because I need to get it better organized. But I'm not gonna do it right at this moment. Maybe. But what I did was I put all my flowers down in here, fish, and then these are trees that yes I do have my workers on. These are just random things. And then over here, with the horses and the donkeys. See, and the reason why I was kind of going for hoping like leave it open like this is that you're gonna obviously get 6 horses and 6 different donkeys. So I figure I'll start them up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then I'm gonna have to move this down. And again, I only have like 101 animals over here in this category, where these animals are. But if you notice, there's no chickens, there's no, none of those things because they're on the first farm. And that works for me. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put all your animals on the same page or farm. So what I was thinking was, as I move these donkeys down and the horses down, then I could probably move these down a little bit. Um, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I should just wipe it, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Because if I wipe it, I know exactly where I want stuff to go. I mean, believe you me, I've got trees out in the middle of there. The flowers are perfect. The fish are good, but I'm going to need more space for crops because I really don't have anything for crops being up, let alone, an area set for trees. And I'm going to go that route. Oh, and by the way, I've got to show you this, guys. I ran across it in case some of you haven't gotten to that point yet. Make the lowest one you can with the sculptures because I have now officially ran across the problem of them needing the sculptures. Okay, and let me see. I have to go to the request log. Okay. I mean, I've been paying out the do re mi a lot. So, the highest ones have been now the vegetable show. Look at that, 11 million. That's sad. Event Shack. See, this is where I'm at 111. It's going to go to get 112. So if it's so I'm stuck at this here with the sculptors, but it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't really mess with those sculptors. I don't, but I guess now I do because now it's asking for it. And you want to know something? And I bet it'll change because once it sees that I have the 7, you want to bet it changes? Then I'm gonna go. Don't do this to me. Okay, I believe it wanted me to be level 240, so here we go. Oh, 110,000, not bad. So let's give it to 110,000 diamonds. I'm still good. I'm still ahead of the game. Okay? Which, I'm happy with that. I have a feeling though this is going to ask me to be 244 or 245. Yep, 244. Okay? So, but I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. Simply for the fact that, you know what? If I can go straight across the board, I'm happy. You got it to max today? Congratulations. Awesome. Yeah. So it caught me with the sculptures needing that kind of thing, and I'm like, oh my God, now what is it doing to me? But that's okay. I'm good. I'm good with that. Hey, good afternoon or good morning, BC. How you doing today? I know it's going to ask me for something. I did the cherry tomatoes. Let me see what my quest thingy says. Oh. Oh. Cocoa trees. Pumpkins are in. Edelweiss is up. Fruit Revolution. Oh, I don't have any apples. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. It can only be one. Sandstone. Fed up. I did that on the other one. Black Snapper. Okay. Oh, really? Wow. Well, that's okay. I've just been pushing mine up as much as I can. Apricots. I'm going to go to number. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I'm saying. It's going to drive me crazy to. I'll put them down here somewhere for now for apricot. It's to me, it's just not going to matter where I put them right now. Okay, apricot. How many does it need? me see. Uh, oh, well, see, and I've been doing those cheesy little garlic ones, but yes, I totally agree on the garlic. Grapes, well, yeah, no, I understand completely. Yeah. Okay, where is the apricot? Oh, so you better jump down. What does this one give me? Okay, apricot. Uh-oh. I bet you they were in season to do them. Oh, crap. And seriously, guys, you don't have to go and put a whole big bunch of trees down. Um, trees are a little bit more forgiving because they do it all seasons. I know that this one's going to be a tad slow. So I'm going to put these here for now. I'll do 2 rows. Well, I'll show you what I did here. See, I did the corn and potatoes on the main farm of this one here, okay? Because, they're fast, they're easy, to do. But then I realized, like you, I'm like, oh man, ooh, well, I better pay my workers anyway. But I did realize that when over here, what I did was, yeah. But the quickest and the fastest ones, between, because, don't, and the thing is, I don't have that many animals. I mean, I don't. I have 108, 102. Oh, because the extra one's on the other part of the land. But I have 102. That's what I have. And I do have a little more horses and stuff because I just want to hurry up and get these stupid things leveled up. Well, you know how many tofu machines I have? One. I have one tofu machine. And by the way, I do not have any peanut machines on this test farm. And I got one quest, and guess what I did with it? I abandoned it because I'm like, no, I'm not getting into your peanut farm quest. No, no, not gonna happen. I don't want it on my farm. Nope. So I just abandoned it. I don't care. Because when you reach level 100 on your the peanut butter machine, it's 1,800 per time. 18. What for tofu? That's a lot. Yep. So see, yeah. Wow. And who is it that eats that stuff? All your sheep do. I thought. Yeah, just sheep. So you know what? I'm like, nope. Yeah. See, what I did over here, right above this guy, and it works out pretty good. I used the hyacinth bean, which is what, let me see, what is that, 15 minutes? Yeah, no, 35. 15 watered, and then 35. And that's summer, fall, and then I use the other bean. Wait a minute, wait. Fall, summer, fall, and what's that other one? The French bean. French. Yeah, French bean. I use the French bean and the other one, and both, and they work. And see, and that's the thing. I mean, I realized that afterwards, but it's like, I honestly had a compromise on my main farm. Imagine that, right? Compromise. I had to literally compromise on my main farm, with all the machines I had, and I mean, okay, obviously, if you have a wide open farm, right? Oh, okay, so they're not going to touch those. Okay, so if you have a wide open farm, like, I do, well, not on this one, but, well, on the other one, but like if you have a wide open farm, it's kind of like you really have to compromise, especially with peanut butter machines. I mean, that farm obviously is higher level than this farm, but I refuse to put more than two peanut butter machines down. I refuse to do that because it is what it is. Because I'm not going to go cuckoo crazy. But yes, I know that they have trees. Well, the thing is, um, when you're talking about trees that drop you peanuts and stuff like that, you know, it depends on where you put your trees, and it depends on what type of farm you get, and it depends on how many farms you have. Like, on my main farm, I have one side. Obviously, you've all seen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like on my main farm, it's like, um, I have it set up. One side is for crops and one side's for animals. Fine, not a problem. But the thing is, even though I have, let's say, for example, from here to all the way across of crops, and I can do 36 by 36, we're still talking, unless have the trees somewhere thereabouts, or go to another farm. But I don't have that 860 something, going across the board. So I'm only able, because my thing is, I'm only doing 387 crops of whatever I'm doing. And so, like, if I have 1,800 for, or 3,600 for the peanut butter machines, fine. But I'm not going to go out of my way. Um, and yes, well, now that's the farm I got rid of because I'm going to use for events. But on my other farm that I swapped out for the event farm, I had one side all trees and the other side all poinsettias. Well, I got rid of that farm. And now I have to build it back up, once the event's over with. And what I'll do is, I'll turn it back to what I want, and I'll still have my lettuce farm. I mean, that's the only way I've found that's easy to do, because it's kind of like, see, and and I don't think, well, I probably didn't realize it either, but when you get into, let me swap back to the, wow, we got something done fast. Okay, so now when I head back to my main farm, for example, or not main farm, I'm sorry, this is still the test farm. But see, what I try to do is, and I'm avoiding doing it because I'm not going to, like the main farm. I'm trying to do a little something different on this farm as opposed to my main. I don't want to run it the same exact way, because then what would be the point of if I'm testing things out? So, as I was saying, like with the lettuce, this obviously is all lettuce, and this is all the event stuff. Okay? And then I have my guys up here just doing my trees, you know? And then I have the different animals, which, and that's the way I'll keep it. It works for me. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you want to get into making, making some of this your lettuce and making some of it event stuff, I'd say go for it. Even if you broke this up, let's say, even if you broke this up, right? I mean, I'm just saying, because I could probably do it, but I don't want to break this up because I mean, if anything, worst case scenario, I will put more event items here, okay, and or maybe even as halfway. I would do my event items halfway, and then do some halfway on the lettuce because realistically, when I've watched people do this lettuce farm, they go straight across and then they go back. So they only go as high as three. Sometimes, you know what I mean? So, and I do appreciate it if people try to go as high as four. But I've honestly have never seen anybody go up in here. I mean, because usually when people hop on, they just do the first one. Maybe, you know, they might do it as high as five, because you can see the little spots. But so there is a plus side to that. So what you might want to do is just do it from here, from left to right, east to west, and then again put your event items in, and if you can sneak those trees in, do it. Not trees, I shouldn't say that. Flowers. If you can sneak them in, you've got all of this space here, or whatever you're doing. Especially if you got lettuce going on, sneak those flowers in. I would suggest maybe because they're 45 minutes. Even if you water them, it's still 45 minutes, by the way. So um, that's the way I would go. I mean, I have. Oh, it's not going to show me. See, over here at number. Oops, excuse me. Over here at number 11, I think I have. Oh, wait. I can tell you in a minute. Wait, I have pink poinsettias, right? Okay, so I have 1,089 of those, right? So I have 1,089 of marbled poinsettias. Okay, and they'll be ready in 45 minutes. That I do know. So, my guess is that these things will obviously be marbled poinsettias, like when the event starts. And, if you have it, even if someone puts down 1,000 on your farm, you're going to be good because all you have to do is wait 45 minutes. Now, you might have some people that are going to be saying, geez, it's all you know what? It is what it is. You, yourself personally, no matter who comes to your farm, okay, you still get credit. So, don't even worry about your don't worry about the marbled poinsettias on your farm because anybody can go to your farm and then basically, if they're harvesting, let's say the Christmas tree Christmas gifts, if they're harvesting those and if they're harvesting the flowers, you get the same credit as they do. Okay. Um, and you might, if you're there, you might want to say, hey, because if they get boosted, if you kindly get boosted, ladies and gentlemen, um, you're actually helping that person's farm out because then it's going to double, you know, um, the event items for them. Sorry, it doesn't double for you, but out of the kindness of your heart, it would be wonderful if you could do that. Same thing with the flowers. When you do boost, it's double. So, you know, there's that. But you also double your XP, okay? So, and I know maybe some of them not going to give you a whole heck of a lot. I mean, if I see somebody doing these, I think it's fabulous if they're doing my cat Tinkerbells. Because I sure as heck know, just like when I do the Christmas presents for on my friend's farm, I'm not getting a whole lot of XP, but I do get favor, okay? So, Because I know all you people that are addicted to that lettuce that's out there. So, you know what I'm saying? You're all addicted to that lettuce. I mean, we're all turning into being lettuce people, you know. And I'm seeing that more and more frequently. Even when I want to go travel to somebody else's farm, I'm still seeing easy favor, event, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to change mine because I would hope people kind of get the gist of that, I'm ready for you. I mean, well, I will be ready by the 18th, Yeah. Oh, and I humbly apologize for not streaming yesterday. I was just really tired, and yeah, and I was trying to set some things up, and yeah. I didn't even go out yesterday. I didn't want to go out, but you know, I just was a blob around the house yesterday. That's all I was. I just blobbed around. So if you see me here and I'm AFK, I'm AFK. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll walk in my room and I'll go, oh, those are ready. I'll do them. You know. But I promise you, if because I mean, we do have a good group in our Discord, and I know that a lot of us is going to be participating, and helping each other out. So you guys should have no problem getting the event done. Seriously. And if you are having a problem, absolutely let me know because I'll help you out with it. I'll make sure you get your event done. We can get your event done in under 2 days. That's a fact. You know, I used to tell people when I used to play Farm Together 1 and when an event showed up, I would say to them, listen, get your butt on my farm so you can get your stuff done. Oh, yeah. And we would get that event stuff done immediately. So, yeah, you guys are going to finish this event one way or another because, guys, listen, I'll just put it out there. Everyone, get your butts up so you can finish the event. Because, we will have farms up that'll say, your event stuff's ready. And, because I want to make sure everybody gets it. And as far as the other, it won't be an event item. It's going to be you know, hey, Drew, what's up? I mean, I know some of you are on a tight budget. I totally get it, and I hope it's still going to be for $5, $6. I'll tell you something. These stuff that they're putting out there for now is a lot cheaper than they did with Farm Together 1. I can tell you that. But I know, some of you are on a tight budget. I totally understand. If let's say hypothetically, and I will be more than happy to do it. Let's say hypothetically, you couldn't afford it this week. I mean, I know $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but you know something? It's a lot when you ain't got the $5. Okay. Um. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, if anybody wants some of the items from the Gothic stuff, like, cause you know what? Send me a message, private message, whatever it takes. And if you want those houses and those items, please, by all means, send me a message and I'll get them to you. Um, Even if you're not a member in our Discord, and um, if you need something from that Gothic pack that you want, and let's say I'm just saying for the sake of saying so, if you can't afford it or this week is not the good week for you to buy that Gothic pack, please don't go cuckoo crazy. Because like I said, it's going to be probably some tax too. But I will be more than happy to put down whatever you guys need. If you want that house or, you know, I can't help you with the costumes, unfortunately. But if you want that house, I can put those down. Anything else that's came from there that I can put down, I will be more than happy to do it for you. Okay. So you can actually send me a PM or whatever you need to do to get what you need, to get what you want, because I don't mind. It was like when I played Farm Together One. Um, yeah, there were people that I'd help out because they go, "Oh, you got that house?" Yeah. So, and what I would do basically was they goes, "Can you come to my farm and put those on there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." You know, and I know that they can't have the crops or whatever, but or the costumes. But there was lots of people just said, "Can I get the house? Can I get this? Can I get?" Yeah, sure. You know. And it's just like Easter. Um, like the Easter event. If you missed it, um, but you already know what some of the items are, I'd be more than happy to put them down. I have no problem with that. Like I said, even if you are not a member of our Discord channel, I will be more than happy to put whatever you need down. Oh, I think I can. Maybe. I think. Oh, no, no, no. No, I can't. Let me see. Oh, you dirty dog. What was the one that said it needed? Oh, wait. I have to go this way? Okay, wait. One of them. Ew. Oh, no. Candy shop. No. No. Fish flour. Oh, you know. 200. Look at that. And I'm always saying, get your. Oh my God, arts and crafts. That's a shame. Look at that. I need 1,436 eggs. How sad is that? Just remember that, guys. Anything that you need or you want, especially like I said, after with the event and everything, if there's something you need, please feel free to, DM me or whatever you need to do, and I'll help you out. You started a chicken farm. You did. I will tell you right now that I know somebody would be so proud because you started a chicken farm on your map. Yeah. Old Ace, he'd be going, chickens? Did he say he started a chicken farm? He'd be happy with that. My real favorite animal is I'll show you. Oh, no, you can't do it here. I'll have to go back to my farm. My favorite, and I was supposed to get favor while I was at it. Well, no, he's not here. My favorite animal, believe it or not, don't ask me. Well, I think he's cute and adorable. Is the coon pig? Coony pig? I don't. Oh, I think he's cute. The one that's little. He's like a polka dotted little pig. I like the polka dotted pig. Don't even go there and ask me why. I just think he's cute. Um, I mean, I do like horses and things like that. I like the rabbits, but I like my little pig. I think he's adorable. Don't ask me. I don't even say the B word around him because, I don't want to, that word. That a lot of us, when you smell that cooking smell, you smell it cooking, we all want to yell out. Now I can say it. The bacon word. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to use the bacon word around him. I just don't. It's just, no. Okay, so let me get me a little favor. Oh, I I have to scour around to probably get me some, I have to go get me some, whatchamacallit, some more favor. Yep. 4,000, wow. Oh, wow. Well then, on your, let me see, which one is it, quest log? If it ain't yet, then work on getting your grocery store. And the grocery store seriously isn't half bad because it does do the eggs, but it also, I think, what is it, the cans, the cannery? But don't go cuckoo crazy getting the canneries for fish or tomatoes and stuff like that. But he does give you ribbons if you have, I think it is definitely cans. I don't think that's the only one. He's got cans. Yeah, I would if that's the way you want to go, and especially with the leghorns, and those are every 20 minutes. So yeah. I'm just kind of curious. I should if you have that farm open sometime and the chickens are ready. I'm just curious. See, now I notice that when I go to certain farms with like okay, I can get up to 142 favor. Okay, and so pretty much, I have to say in all honesty that I don't necessarily have to do lettuce, for example. I can do pretty much anything on your farm and it will make my stuff go up. But the reason being is and this is what I found out. Like when I go to Basis Farm, they do not have a lettuce farm. It's a standard row by row, different stuff, everything else. And generally, what I do is if I do, I go hit the animals, and if she has event items up, I'll do that. But I get my favor pretty quick from there. And I don't know if that's because of my level and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, but I do know that, um, for example, when I've gone to Blaze's farm and the same thing with you, Drew. Um, when I've gone to those farms, it's like I earn favor pretty fast, but I earn it also. Okay, um, and guys, pay attention to this while you're doing this. Just test something else out for giggles and laughs, not the animals. If you go to a farm, for example, and it has something else other than lettuce, okay, let's say hypothetically they have a row of corn, okay, um, and let's say it's ready to be harvested. So your favor is going to go a little faster because you are replanting something that person wants you to put down, like corn or if it's potatoes. And see, and that's like the rule of thumb. But if you go there, let's say for example, and they got corn, but there's no signs, but you can replant something. Okay, your favor's not going to move as fast as it should because you're not because of the sign. That's number one. But it would be really nice. So seriously, that's how it moves a little faster. So by me doing animals and things like that, my favorite moves. I mean, it does. You know, and it moves pretty fast. So you know, when you start getting into that and noticing those things, I mean, yep, sure, you're gonna get a lot of favor, by doing the lettuce because it's quick. And even if you're doing corn or potatoes, things like that, the low end stuff, it's gonna be quick. Even if you do flowers, the low end ones, you're gonna get some XP, as well as you're gonna get you will get your favor. But the other thing I strongly suggest is when you are getting that favor, you know, you should, if you're gonna go to someone's farm, get yourself a little boost, not a lot, just enough, like for maybe 10 minutes, okay? Because I do this all the time. Generally, what I usually do is if I'm going to someone's farm, I usually use boost, and I don't use a whole heck of a lot. I might just kind of gather up like 10 minutes and go to their farm, and they're they're getting twice as whatever whatever I'm harvesting. But not only that, I'm getting a little bit better at getting a little bit better favor. Okay, just to kind of let you know that, and also XP. Even though you're sitting there, well, Jesus, I'm only getting two. I understand that. I totally get it. You know, but if you're doing flowers and if you're doing animals, some of the XP can be pretty decent. I mean, seriously, it can be. For you, it can be decent. You know, so don't get discouraged and leave because um, you know you're in a sense of the word, unless you know what farm you're going to. Um, yeah, I would definitely keep an eye out on like what it is that that your farm that you're on, and especially where you want to go get your favor. You know, and I know, like I said, lettuce has got all beat, but um, see, I don't know. I do go to lettuce farms, absolutely. But sometimes, I'll look and say, oh, I'll go there. Because I can get a little XP, obviously, because I'm level 470. Oh, and I've got a ways to go before I hit level 750. Maybe this year. I have no clue, and I don't really care. That's not my end game. My end game is not to reach level 750 on my farm or my character. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely gives you more favor. Yep. Because I've ran across that. That's why I'm saying when I've done some of the other things and I'm sitting there going, oh, that's going fast. Yeah, you know why? Because you're right. It's a quested crop. But if it's a replant, this and it's got signage, you get extra favor doing that too. It goes pretty good. But if you're doing free replanting, for example, like if you're harvesting something that's just there, okay. Um, if you're harvesting corn and you decide, okay, I'm going to put potatoes down, um, you'll get some favor for that, but not a lot. And by the way, and you get absolutely none when you do a field that has nothing in it. Obviously, hopefully you guys know that. But now, see, I've gone to like Nanura's farm, and in some cases she has a free space. So when she has that free space open, what I'll go straight ahead and the one for fall is anything. Oh, pumpkins. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to make it with these pumpkins. I'm not going to even touch them. Nope. Not going to touch them. I'll do my balloons. I love my balloons. And last night was funny. I think it was last night they made level 100. I'm like, okay, I'll go. And I did. I prestige my balloons. I think on my main farm, to the far right, I don't have any signs. I don't. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't. So again, guys, like I said, if you decide, because you're really not going to lose out, honestly, you won't. If you leave like a section for your potatoes, um, excuse me, for your lettuce, just, for people to come in and get that. Yes, the balloons are from Valentine's Day. And they're winter. They're only, they're winter time. And then the fireworks were from like their semi. They didn't call it the 4th of July. I think it was it the hayride or something like that? I believe it was the hayride. So yeah, yeah. Well, like Farm Together one, what they did was, which was nice. They kind of like put their schedule up of what transpired like the year before and how often when it comes out. But there were some little in between events that they did, which was nice. I mean, they did a couple in between events for us, which was nice. It was really nice of them to do. Oh, and my lovely darling lurkers, could you please do me a favor? Even if you're watching this on YouTube, and I should have put it up there. Um, I'm really asking a big, huge, giant size favor, everyone. Okay, um, if you could you go to their Discord channel and please could you thank the devs, number one, but could you wish them all a happy holidays to them and their families and their loved ones? Could you do that? I think, because I mean, I appreciate everything they do, and the devs are a really decent bunch of people. But I think they also need to hear it, like, happy holidays or something. If you want to say Merry Christmas, say Merry Christmas. But whether, because we don't know if they have families or not, and, personally, whether they do or don't, I think they deserve all of you guys that are watching to wish them all happy holidays on their Discord channel. I would really appreciate that. Um, and they should all you should also wish them safe holidays, because again, you know you might be the safest driver in the world, but there's always that one time where you know and I want to put these prayers and thoughts my thoughts and prayers out early today. um, I want to put it out to the people in Rhode Island and Brown's College. I don't think they haven't caught the guy that did the shooting at Brown's College. Two students had passed away from the injuries, and then there's eight more, and possibly more than eight. But the thing is, they haven't found the shooter yet. And indeed, I hope they do find him. Um, it's just a tragedy that people do this. Um, there's also the other thing I'd like to put my thoughts and prayers out to is to my friends across the pond in Australia. I want to wish, give them my condolences to the families of the victims from the shooting in Australia. It breaks my heart to see a 10-year-old girl, you know, boom, her life taken. And her little sister, that was 5 or 6 years old, stood there and watched. I mean, just saw her little sister die. And and I will tell you something that will probably be with her for the rest of her life. Because at that age they see it, they kind of remember it. It will pass, but then it'll come back to them when they get older. So I do want to put my thoughts and prayers out there for the people across the pond in Australia, just to let you guys know that we want to put our thoughts and prayers out to and condolences to the families out there as well. And if there were, the survivors, I again, it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So thoughts and prayers will always be going out there for you, and from all of us. And no matter what, and even if you're from another country, please put your thoughts and prayers out there for them, for the families, because they really need it. When something that tragic or severe happens, those thoughts and prayers need to be placed out there. They do. I mean, it's like, I sit there sometimes and I watch the news and I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Brown's College, I mean, some guy just walks up and starts shooting people. What the heck, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And, that's one of those things we'll never know. We'll never know. So, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say, though, seriously, my thoughts and prayers will go out to all of you, as you know, or I hope you know. It's kind of like whether you know me or not, I definitely want to put my thoughts and prayers out to you, because we are getting close and closer to, that Christmas holiday. And I know for a lot of you, it's a very tough time and a tough moment. It is for me, and it probably will be in that sense. Um, but I also do know that, it's kind of like I have to keep moving forward. I can't, and I do not want to. I like this movement of going forward. And I know sometimes it hurts, because we will be missing loved ones. I know, like, certain people that I personally know that, a family member is not going to be there. And I totally get that, because, in my life, I'm going to have family members that won't be here either. But it doesn't mean, don't sit in the darkness. Think good thoughts and good feelings, because you're not alone. You're not the only one, and I'm not the only one. So you got to know that people are thinking about you, and we're putting our prayers out there for you. And it doesn't mean that you have to have your family be a pain in the butt, because, families can be a pain in the, what? We all know that. And you know something? Just look at them and say it with a smile. Say, yeah. My prayers go out to you too. And say it with a beautiful smile that you have, because that's why God gave it to you. It's kind of like, say it with a beautiful, beautiful smile and say, God bless you. I will say so many prayers for you. And I know families are going to like, okay, she's totally lost it. What's the matter with her? There's nothing wrong with me. It's just that you're not making me miserable anymore or unhappy. Nope, not going to happen. And also remember this. God chose your family, of course, but he didn't choose your family. But just remember, you picked your friends. And so therefore, and I have friends that I consider to be a family to me, more so than my family, And I'm sure you guys have the same thing. You have some people out there that you say, you know what? He's like a brother to me. She's like a sister to me, And I have friends like that. Because sometimes families would prefer to see you being miserable than being happy. And of course, there are those families out there that are loving, kind, and everything else, and God bless them. God bless those kind of people. I envy that. But I don't envy the families that point the finger at you and they make you miserable and uncomfortable, and, they have these judgments like who you married and who you're hanging out. You know what? Just ignore it. Ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not your fault. Nothing you did or said is your fault. You know, you're a free spirit, and that's the way it should be. But please, people, if you could, just say a big thank you to the devs and wish them all very, happy holidays and safe holidays with their family. Let them know, in that sense, that you appreciate them. I know I do, so. But I think it's only proper because they've been a really, really, really good crew of people. They have. And so we have Let Us and Forget Us. And do I need to go to that? I probably do. And you know what? I didn't even have enough room. This is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, right? Now, this worker guy does not do this little area. And there's no way I am going to add another worker up there just to do them little bitsy, itsy bitsy trees. I'll do them myself. Thank you. Yeah. I do them at my leisure, actually, so. And, let me see how many. I should show you how many I need to open on my farm. Ooh, I got 19 seconds. Yeah, okay, so we'll just use this little 19 seconds to go over here, scoop up some more stuff. Oh, those are these other trees. I ain't gonna play with them. And look at that. My chickens are up again. And those are done. Oh, what season is it? Oh, still that. Okay. I guess I can do these bunny rabbits. Even though, I don't know what's going on. It seems like, is it me? Because, it seems like I had a lot of berries, and then all of a sudden I have less berries now than before. So I'm like, okay, this is just wrong. But I could do I definitely need to refill on my thing. And no one's been here. And the farm is open, by the way, just FYI. But yeah, I'm gonna get some favor while no one's here. It's so hilarious when I get up in the morning. I can kind of hear some of the things going on my farm. But when I get up in the morning, I go grab my coffee and I sit there. Oh, your farm is up. Oh, Lord, I'm going to go to Drew's farm. Yeah. See what he's doing. Not how it go. See. Oh, why did I do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, hopefully. Okay, see, this is what I normally do. I normally go get me some favor. Oh my Lord, 3 jeez. Okay, join farm. Let's see what's going on. Look at this. Digits, fat, dragon, strike it rich. Okay, AC farm, AC favy. Smallville. Oh, I love it. Grammy's Jolly Ranch. Drunken Tattoo. I don't know about that one. Kleenex's Integrity Farm. Aw. Is this a baby farm? Seriously, people, look at it. It says level 1. That's a baby farm. Look at that. Oh my God. A baby farm. Wow. You want to know something? I have been kicked from a baby farm because, it's a baby farm. Okay, wait a minute. Why am I not seeing it? You got it up? Displays. Wait a minute. I hope it didn't get knocked off. Let me check. It says you're not available. Drew, your farm ain't up. Not yet, anyway. Oh, you mean it went offline? Oh, man. Okay, so, oh. Hey, you know what? I think I'm going to go to Blaze's farm. You know what I'm saying? Because up in the top right corner should be a little bit of lettuce. I know where the lettuce is. Look at this. Yeah, You know what? You know what, Drew? Oh, she's awake, huh? Uh-huh. Okay. Because Blaze, I've seen you slacking up. What the... Where in God's name am I? Oh, Lord. What is this? Don't take me away from this. I wanna do these. Oh, shoot. I better get some gas, huh? I know right where I'm going, but I gotta get some gas. Blaze, this is where I get... Where in tarnation? Oh, I see a gas pump. Wait, where is the gas pump? Where did I just see it? Oh, I have to go. Oh, this one right there. Okay. I don't want to do those tomatoes. Not yet, anyway. I want to go down to 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you did, too. Okay. Because you know what? Somebody's going to want to go in there. And oh, are these, Oh, yes. Smart thing, peppercorn. Absolutely. Because now you'll get double on your peppercorn. Nice. I'll tell you something, though. I have to say, on my first farm, well, excuse me, on my main farm, um, that's all I did. Oh, man. I did the peppercorn. I didn't, I don't even, well, honestly, I don't remember when. I know you get them kind of when you hire up, but I do know that it was my second farm. I had just opened. Obviously, it wasn't fully opened, but I knew that I needed to get ribbons, so that's what I did. I left. I just kept planting this peppercorn stuff. Oh yeah. And then after that was grapes. I regret that. Yay. Now what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, grapes. Okay, we'll do the grapes. We'll be farm hopping today. Now, I'm just kind of curious because, I'm always curious about these signs. So you can do 36 by 36, but don't they kind of go up different, don't they? I have noticed that about those. No, Blaze, you do a really good job. You know, and I, I still have the same habit. When I played Farm Together 1, I just did it over there. What is it doing? Okay, I give up. I give up. Um, I remember on my Farm Together 1, um, I really, I mean, I bought all the bundles for the houses and all that sort of stuff. And I seen some gorgeous farms with, the houses and all the decorations. And I'm like, oh man, I need to get room for my trees and my animals and, things like that. So, very honestly, because I had no idea, like decorating wise, um, so what I ended up doing was, and I still do the same habit right now, is I just set my farm up for crops and things like that. I didn't do any real la-di-da decor. I did. Oops, excuse me. I didn't do any, major decorating. I did not. Um, and by the way, this map is the same size map as Farm Together 1. Same exact size. Okay. Um, but then of course I'm sure a lot of you know that we didn't have a second, third, or fourth, fifth farm, whatever. But the thing I know that you all know this. You all know that you know we had a limited amount of space to put like our trees and animals and crops and flowers and things like that. And if anybody, does anybody remember getting the? Oh, is that going to be a problem? No, it's not. Okay, just checking. Um, but does anybody remember the tea leaves? Wasn't they tea leaves or something like that? And I'm trying to. I think we got diamonds from them, but they were the tea thingies, tea leaves. But they were like a bush, a roundish type bush. So yeah. But like I say, see now I'm replanting. See my favor is moving pretty good, you know. But I remember the tea leaves. Oh my gosh. And I think I went as far as let me see, 54 and 54 is 108. I think I did rows of 50, 54 and 54. I think I did. I think that was my limit, 108, I guess. So, I mean, to me, that's what I worked with. So I made sure, especially with fish, oh my God. And I just made sure that, that I had all my, everything down that I wanted to have down. Um, and I don't know if any of you remember this, but I had, oh, oh, okay. So those are done and those are not. Okay. Ah, okay. Is that a worker? Yes, it is. Oh, God. I'm sorry. He's over there. Oh, I didn't even see him. Holy crap. You have a quest for that many peppercorn. Wow. Oh, we got some lettuce. Lettuce trees ain't bad either. See, I mean, I just is what I do. Like, and I go to different places. I don't necessarily have to do the lettuce. I mean, I can just go bop around and see what's there. Ooh, look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Uh-huh. I like this. She's got a mine over here near the fish. Like, yeah, okay. You gotta see if there's any weird things down here. What do you got? Oh, snap. You got this whole thing open. God bless you. Look at anybody that runs across Blaze's farm, and if she has a mine, please do it. She's afraid of the goblins down here. There might be goblins and gnomes. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of weird things down here, so somebody's got to do it. And I don't mind. I mean, hey. I should play one of those games that's got the spiders and stuff in it. Believe it or not, this is funny. You're not gonna. All you have to do is hit your Y but wait, is it Y? Yeah, no. All you have to do is hit that little button with the three. Nope, nope. Okay, the little box, the start button or something. When you go to this, you just hit Y and leave. That's all. Or where is it? It's that other thing. You see those long lines? If you get lost, those long lines are for you to just touch them, and you'll exit out. See? Oh, poor Blaze. She was probably being chased by some big spider. Though, you know something? I remember when I first played Farm Together, and I had no knowledge about these things only because it was really stupid in a way. I was following their tutorial. Yeah, it'll get me good. I'm ready. But I remember doing the Farm Together one, and it was like, with this little tutorial and everything else, right? So, I think there was like one part of the quest about, earning tickets, which I did. And then I had to hire a worker, which, by the way, you didn't have to, but, I did. Okay, so now I didn't know where in God's earth to put this stupid worker because, of course, I'm new to the game, had no idea where to put it. So I basically put it next to, I think, a couple of cows or something. And then he just stopped. And I'm like, what the heck good is he? Well, of course, the tutorial only wanted me to get a worker and get tickets, and that was the end of that. It didn't tell me that, oh, by the way, you need to give him tickets. Because if you don't, he's going to stop. I felt so stupid, but here's what happens. So I got rid of him anyways. Didn't care about the tickets anymore. I started kind of getting up to speed as to what I need and everything else. So I go to this other person's farm, and I'm not kidding when I say this. This little guy ran out of nowhere. I said, "What is that?" It's kind of not scared me, but it kind of made me like, okay, what was that? And then I realized it was a worker. And I'm like, where did he come from? Because, what do I know? But yeah, a little work went and just kind of went up to where I was and did something, and I'm like, What's his deal? Where did he... It's just like, okay, this is weird. Okay. Oh, you got a lot of... What? I'm curious about something here. Oh. Oh. Is this farm number 1, please? Damn, she's got all of those open, right? And you don't have any of these. Okay, so this is your first farm, right? Oh, God. Okay. Wow. Okay, what about your second farm? Do you have a mine with all blue? You know, the blue mushrooms? Do you? Let me see. Left. Oh, by the way, you can change these icons if you want, in case you didn't know this, when you go to your map. So in other words, when you hit that button to the left, if you're using the controller, I can't remember what it would be. Okay, brown mushrooms. All right, I'm just asking. Because eventually, like, see the blue ones? Okay, you will need these for when you're leveling stuff up. So either do one or two things. Split them until you get your second farm, or that's the best route to go. Because again, you will need these blue mushrooms. Okay, and some of these mushrooms will give you more than two, or excuse me, more than one. So kind of split it up a little bit, because you have all these nodes available, and it would behoove you to put down, like, I mean, these mushrooms, they're gonna fall under the white mushroom category. Yeah, I mean, that's what made sense to me, was doing one blue, one white. I'm good. I don't care what's in there. But what I do try to do is, see, you're only going to get two white mushrooms. This one offers you three, and it also, you get a little extra if you're using boost. But see, if you're not, okay, see, here we go with blue. There's none of these in there. And that's actually a pretty decent mushroom, and so isn't the other one. The worst case scenario is, see, you don't have any of these, the aspen mushrooms. And okay, so in the parasols, yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna wait. Oh, Ian Ace. He didn't do Thimbleweed Town, the town of Thimbleweed. I'm like, oh man, don't make me buy that game. I'll name the whatchamacallits. I'll name it late at night. No, yeah. Ladyicewolf visits Thimbletown, Thimbleweed. Oh, it's really a neat little game too. It's cute. Iron, pretty standard stuff. But you know what? When you get a quest that says iron, you won't find any. That's what stinks. It's kind of like, it's going to ask you, look at this. Every single one of these are iron, you know? But then all of a sudden you don't have any iron. I didn't show up? Oh, Lord. Was I sleeping? Probably. I I probably was. Oh, then I gotta watch that next video. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. How come I didn't get a notification that you did, that you were? Because usually I get notifications on that. I have to find out why I did not. Because you know I'd be watching it. Okay. Okay, see? Well, it had to be because, you know what, actually, it was probably around 11:30, 12 o'clock. I'm sitting there in the living room watching a little TV. I had my phone next to me. Oh, I'm glad you found a lot of dust. Oh, man, now I want to see how far you progress in the game. Dang. Ooh. Ooh, what can I do now? I don't want to do trees. Ooh, fish, fishy, fish, fish. Oh, oh, wait. See, guys, I'm checking everything out that she's got on her farm. Oh, 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 that's a worker. What's he doing? He's doing corn. Okay, he is doing corn. Where'd you come from, Mr. Work? See, this was always the fun part when I was playing Farm Together 1 was like, okay, where is his little thing? Okay, buddy, where'd you come from? Because you ain't Blaze. Where'd you come from? Where is his house, Blaze? How do you got this worker out here and I can't find his house? Hold on a minute. Oh. Oh. Oh, the lemons. Okay. 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 Let's hit up some of these flowers. Okay, now I'm kind of curious about something with these. These are those, I want to see how many great puppies you have. See, I don't hate to say this, but that's a really good amount, 144. It really is. Because that's what I did on my main farm. I actually cut down some of my flowers on my main farm. And actually on my test farm, what I did was I did 198. That's it. And I'm not going to put any more flowers on than that. Because I look at it this way, they're almost like the trees, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that they're going to be ready in a couple hours. And yeah, there's a couple, I don't think they're these. There's a couple that take, oh gosh, I think it's like what, a day and something. So, you know what? I don't even bother now. It's like, I just go and get them done. And no, I don't have favor, but look at that. I'm getting 125 XP. Okay? And you can double that, obviously, when you are using boost. I don't have boost on now. But I was kind of going over these a little bit last night on my own, on my farm. And I'm like, you know what? Even though, okay, I totally get it. You don't want to do these because it's not giving you an exorbitant amount of XP, let alone it doesn't give you your favor fast enough. And I totally get that. But if you're somebody that's just starting out, hit these flowers. The trees, the trees will definitely give you a favor. Just an FYI. Yeah, sunflowers, they give you some pretty decent ones too. And actually the sunflowers do, and also those new ones. What do you call those things? Yeah, the sunflowers give you good XP, and these ones do too. The hydrangea, they're not bad. I mean, if you use, if you use favor. Now I'm talking favor because, you know, it's if you want to double your XP, okay, and plus the person on the farm gets twice the amount of, whatever, because a lot of times I will look and I'll go, oh, they don't have a lot of those, okay. Oh, did I skip that? I did, didn't I? My bad. I don't like doing that. I will go back and fix it. But I mean, especially if you're, under a level 150, even under 200, you can get some pretty decent XP from these flowers. If you're not needing favor, then just do these flowers. They're. Even though I will tell you right now, the thing that I go for is their crops, and I don't necessarily go for their crops because of favor. I go to the crops because I can get some XP. I also do the trees too. I don't like generally go into the flowers. I don't. I like that pink road with the pink fence. That's cute. Yeah, because these flowers here, as you can see, yeah, I started prestiging my poppies on my other farm, and I only did one of those type flowers. Okay, so we'll hit up with the. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Now see, here's the daisies or sunflowers, and again, you do get decent XP. It doubles when you use a little boost. And when I say a little boost, do yourself a favor. Do like, I think the first one's like, well, depending on how much favor you got. But generally, what I usually do is I go to that farm and I probably have like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. That's what I usually do. I don't go to a farm unless I know it's going to be, a big farm that's just loaded with one thing. That's when I'll probably most likely do that. But if it's an unknown farm, I might go there with just, 20 minutes. Yeah, did you see that Ace chicken farm? Well, believe it or not. Oh, what did you do to these people? It's funny you should say that, though, about the garlic blaze, because you know what? On my test farm, I'm sitting there going, I put the stupid garlic up, and yeah, you did nothing. Oh, I know you. Wait a minute. You probably convinced him. Leghorn, Leghorn, Leghorn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All them nuggets. Wow. But Ace. I would say to people early on, if you remember, early on when I was doing my streams, what did I tell people? Make those leghorns your best friend. I would say that all the time. And the reason for making a leghorn your best friend is because they're every 20 minutes. I mean, you know. Though you can, if you're like, yeah, I don't want to talk about those either, Blaze. And I get you. I feel your pain because I'm sitting there and I see somebody else's farm with the same thing. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. But see, I've told people make my early game with this one when I started streaming. I used to say make Leghorns your best friend because they're cheap, they're ready in 20 minutes. Well, they are cute and fluffy. I mean, yes, they are. Yes, they are. But they're ready every 20 minutes. Them nuggets are ready to be cooked. Oh, did I say nuggets? No, guys, I didn't say that. Oh, you know what tastes great? I did last night. I did have I bought these bagels. I kind of like them. Um, they get all the different seeds on them and stuff. And so last night I popped in the my oven. Um, let me see. I did I no, you didn't hear that, did you? Yeah. But last night, oh, you better cover your ears, Ace. 30 minutes. Okay, I'll have to check into that one because I'll tell you something. They don't they don't prestige very fast. They just don't level up fast enough. But I think it's just the basic. I think it's because that's your basic chicken, you know? I think that's the reason why. I knew it was good for making money at the time. So I would tell people, with the low level farms, yep, make them chickens your best friend because you'll always have money with them, no matter what. So the bantam, I'll have to check that. Because, yeah, the leghorns are terrible. Really? Oh, not bad. I'll check into that. There's my little piggy friends right there. Hello, guys. Oh, do you guys need food? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I put some food in there. And no, I'm not feeding you. Okay, so what else? What else besides fish, peanuts? Get you workers in different. So are these all? What is that? A quest? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. These must be. No. See, it can't be a violation. I mean. Dang, you get tons of quests over here. Oh, peppers. I have to say this, and I wonder if any of you ever noticed this, but did you ever notice that, like trees, for example, like I know I was doing the apple trees, but you ever notice that some things give you your favor faster than others, like the trees? Well, they're in between. Even apple trees, yeah, you can still get it. Okay, I'll go to the second farm. Let me finish this row of whatever these things are. Gwen avocado. Golden tree, yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Ready. Thank you, ma'am. Wait a minute. Are we? Wait. Oh. Oh. And I better go get some gas over here. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go this way because I don't know why that. I don't know why it does that. But I'm going to go this way. And of course, see? Lettuce has got you beat. I still think these signs here are kind of funky. I don't know what this. I put one of those signs down. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Ace is lurking. Yeah. See, I haven't. Well, I did try these, but for some reason, they're not like the other signs. And you broke down and put sprinklers on them. Good job. Damn. This really looks great. I mean, it does. And I just want to give you all a heads up. I'm not finished setting up my event farm for my main. So if you do not see, well, you won't see it because, well, unless I just throw lettuce down and then wait till the next day and throw the event stuff up. I could do that. Ugh. That way there'll be lettuce there and it'll be open to the public, but the only thing they're going to see is lettuce, obviously. Um, but at least the following day, when everything is ready to get up and go, I haven't put anything on the signs. But as soon as we know that we got the go ahead to do the event item, to do that crop, I'm gonna make sure that those signs are ready, and yep, I'll leave it public. But for the obvious reason, I'm sure it's gonna be an hour. At least I think it is. I'm just kind of wondering if the ones that Besa has on her farm are they kind of like the same. Oh, how the hell are you doing on the lettuce? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get me some boost in about 2 minutes. I should get some boost right now. Wait a minute. Go get some boost. Where are you at? Sad. Ooh. What? Who did you all the one I don't know who did it, but did anyone see that I had to have 300 lettuce? I purposely let that out. I purposely left that quest out. Oh, you're in the garlic fields? Okay. I did. I purposely left that lettuce because that whole entire time that I didn't touch the lettuce, the lettuce field was all orange because it was a quested item for 300 lettuce. I was going to do it, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. Whoever joins the farm will find it. There you go. Now you should be able to feed your cows. The garlic field. Oh, gosh. Yeah, see? Wow, you're going to make P5 pretty soon. Oh, those are peanuts. I don't want to do peanuts. Oh, okay, 23. Do you have any gas pumps up there? I don't see any. I like that. I'm out in the garlic field. There's an echo coming across the land, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Is there gas here? Is there a gas pump? Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright. Those aren't ready. Shoot. No. 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 Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think if I were you, even though I know what you're doing, I think that I'll see, you got those up for seasonal. And that's what I did. I used to do all four, because at least you know all four. Yeah. See, I kind of sort of hate, it's like, I found that to be like a drawback, is that, you've got these garlic fields all set up, those ones there, and they take, what, 4 hours roughly? So, and I just made a separate, I just made one field, but a big one. I just made one field and just put all four of them there because they're the four different seasons. So that way I wouldn't have to keep doing that. Okay, so winter, huh? They should be the blue ones. Oh, yeah. Aren't these ready? Nope. These ready? Nope. Okay, this is ready. Okay. Tomatoes. Yeah, I did I prestiged the black cherries, and I'm working on prestiging these cherry tomatoes. Dang, girl, you're making some money. Very good. And look at, oh God, I'm so jealous. Well, see, I don't have 42,000 ribbons on my test farm. Oh, yeah. What, they're like 30 minutes, yeah. And they're all season, so. And again, like you see the payouts on these are 935, and I think it's a little less than that because I'm using Boost. But the thing is, with the black cherry ones, I think it was like 3,000 gold, you know. Oh, maybe I can make it over there. Look at that. I just got my favor again. Black cherries. All right, I'll do these. Why not? I'm using my boost, right? Oh, and the lettuce is just about ready. So I can head over to the lettuce. You see, even though I have full boost, I mean, it's, it is what I have. And so I'm just going to go over to the lettuce. I'm going to redo it again because she is kind of low on lettuce, and I'm sure, the cows will survive. They get probably lots of them. I just wonder where you're going to put your new house, please. Mm-hmm. Have you got a spot for your new house, ma'am? I'm dying to see where you put it. Okay, go over here. Oh, Farm 5. Ooh la la. My God, Farm 5. So you know that on my main farm, I do not have Farm 5 open. It's still sitting there at 1. I mean, I open it, just to open the land, but I didn't do anything to it, and I have no intent. Oh, that's great, Blaze. No, I haven't. I haven't touched Farm 5, and honestly, I have no idea what I want to do with it. I'm not sure. And then supposedly we're gonna get a Farm 6. Now, whether they're gonna, you know, whether they're gonna give it to us during Christmas, I have no idea. Yeah. Oh God, was that? No, I didn't get that ticket. You did. Okay. I mean, I will say this, and I've said it before. I love the idea of the poinsettias and stuff like that, but I think I'm not gonna do a poinsettia farm. I'm not gonna do that. If anything, I'll use half a land and put up some gold ones and put up some pink ones. I am only going to prestige for the time being is my gold poinsettias. Oh, hey, no problem, Blaze. My pleasure. But I do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know it makes you money, and I know it gives you the XP. It levels up your farm, but I personally want to just think out of the box and try to find other ways. You know, that's just me. And I've told Maya I hate doing flowers. I really do, guys. I do. I hate doing flowers. Don't I I don't know. I just hate doing them. I even hate doing my own, but I gotta do them, you know. But I just have no. I don't know what the deal is with that. You know. That's why I'm like, well, if I have this farm open, um, if I have my, let's say, my flower farm open, I'm not kidding. I've left, you know, and I'm sure you people have seen this on my test farm with all that lettuce, right? With the exception of those other thingies, those other flowers. But people will start using those too. But I very rarely see anybody want to touch those poinsettias, the Mars or the gold. Now I know they have to see them. I mean, but you know, I think it's hilarious that it's like, well, they probably don't like doing flowers as much as I do. So, oh no, doing this boost does help you. It does. I mean, it does help you as far as your lettuce and stuff, but it does help you. So, I don't mind. You should see me when I go to Basis Farm. Oh my gosh. Oh, nice. Nice. No, like I said, I don't mind using my boost in other people's farms. I mean, it doesn't necessarily. I'm gonna, because they have flowers. I mean, I usually use my boost when I go to other farms. At least I try to remember to do that. I mean, I think it's just fantastic with with the lettuce farm being up like it is, and it's really given me so many diamonds to open up those plots. Though I got a little ways to go, and that's the thing too is I'm gonna probably leave my main farm open tonight for lettuce because I need quite a few diamonds. I need more diamonds than she has. I'll show you. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I need that many diamonds. It's killer when you got to spend over 500,000 diamonds just to open one plot. It's a killer. Well, Blaze, I'm done here. I am going to slip back into my farm over there somewhere. But thank you so very much. I'll probably come back though. Oh, hello, hello, Sarah. What do you want? Yay! And I don't get nothing for that. Hey, it was my pleasure. Look at that. 2 days. 2 days. Actually, actually, um, let's go here. Make it public. I think it might be that. I think. We'll find out. Oh, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it gave me 307. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Let's see, I got my little workers down in there. I did put the Christmas tree that I got, I put it over there. And maybe it'll let me sneak back. I'm going to sneak into town. I'm going to show you something. Um, let's go to, did I get them all? Oh, God, that's scary. Oh, what's this? Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. Go here. And, see? I haven't touched Farm 5. And I don't plan on it right away. Well, here we go. Flowers and fish. I need one more plot open, right? Check this out. Oh, my God. I thought I had... Oh, hell yeah. No, I don't. Wow. Point setters, 13 hours. Okay, I think this, yeah, this is the last piece of land that I gotta open for this farm here. Okay, and I know I mentioned to you guys that, because I don't have any trees up, by the way, FYI. But you know, obviously I have all my flowers and things like that, but I broke them down. I didn't want to have that many flowers, and I still might change the amount of flowers. Let me see. See. Okay, so it's shouldn't be 376. Why do I have three? Oh, maybe somewhere hidden. 360 is what I have for flowers, and I might even drop it down to 300. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'm gonna do. Is probably put 300 flowers down because I don't think I really need that many. But look at this. Thank God it doesn't say, "Hey, your farm has to be level 600." Look at that, 560. You know, I got a little ways to go, and then I'll be broke again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to, you know, leaving the lettuce farm open to the public just because, you know, it's the thing to do. Because this one here is actually going to be the event farm, and that one's opened already. So I'm going to go here to the lettuce farm, and it'll be open. It's open for the public now. And go down here somewhere. Because I'm gonna move some of this stuff around that's got the that has the machines and stuff, the factories that I have. So I'm gonna move those around because I do have a lot of flower factories. I will admit that. Honey factories. I will admit that. There are a lot of them. And it's always good if you guys can do it, but boost yourself and then do these. If you have factories, boost yourself. Even if you boost yourself like one shot, you know, that's like what, 11 minutes? So depending on how many you have, don't look at how many I have, but what I would do is boost yourselves and then you know, harvest, you know, whatever. But now let me just double check. I know that this is public. Yep. Okay. Guys, I will be right back. I'm going to go get my coffee. So hang in there. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I'm back. And nobody's here. Yay. Then I can eat my donut. I went to get coffee, but then I went out there and I needed to make a fresh thing of coffee. Yay! Blaze is here. I know, huh? Well, there was a donut, I should say. No more donuts, they're all gone. I'm curious about something Ace. I know he's lurking about. What level are your teapots? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, I know, huh? You know, I know somebody's gonna get hungry, but you know what? I found out, but you gotta kind of with the chips. Being that I'm diabetic, right? You know, I hate lying to my doctor. I really do. I really, really. You think so? Okay. You know, I hate to lie to my endocrinologist who handles my diabetes. I really hate lying to her. I just don't like lying to her. So, anyways, few months ago, I remember seeing her, and I said to her, I said, oh, I said, you know, because I mean, once in a while I'll go on these kicks about having the salsa, you know, with some chips and things like that, and I go, and because at one time I did say to her jokingly, well, seriously, but jokingly, she goes, "What do you eat in the morning?" I says, "Well, you know, I definitely have my coffee, you know, like everybody else does." But I said to her, I said, I said, once in a while, I will have one little Pop Tart thing. And she'll just look at me. I go, what? There's only two in a box, in a little package that you get your Pop Tarts from. But I looked at her. I goes, I don't eat two of them. I only eat like half of one, and I put the other half back. And she said, oh. So, but it was just so funny when I said that to her. So then when I said it to her about the salsa and the chips, she says, oh, that's fine. You can eat all the salsa you want, because I was telling her what kind it was. And she says, yeah. She says, it's got all those, veggies in it and everything else. And I said, really? She goes, yep. She goes, and I goes, well, what about the chips? She goes, well, you can find something that will work for you. But she said, you can have as much salsa as you want. So I did. I went on a salsa kick for a long time. And it was so disappointing when I was in Texas some years back. And at the time, I really loved using Chi-Chi salsa. So, of course, I'm in Texas. Do you think they have Chi-Chi salsa anywhere? Nope. Not at all. I ended up having, because I could, I was like looking under Walmart. I was looking under the big supermarkets. Nope. So I did a Google thing. There are no Chi-Chi salsa in Texas. Look at my little workers hard at work. Thank you for the visit, Blaze. I know, huh? I don't think there's any more down here. No. Oh. What do I got here? Good heavens. Oh, okay. I can step on this. I'm trying to remember which farm I made for blue. I don't have any here. I have... Oh, wait. No. Wait a minute. Red pine, yeah. Wait a minute. I have a feeling... Yep. I was like, I have a feeling that this cave, this mine does not have any at all. What's wrong? Okay, which one is this? Oh, it'll be, you know what? It'll be in the regular mail tomorrow. The regular mail guy will deliver it tomorrow. That's why it says that, I know. So rather than deliver it to the house, to the post office box, or the house, rather, excuse me, we're having such an issue here with the deliveries being made. Like, ooh, actually, I should check it again. Okay, let me go through this. Oh, I've been going cuckoo. And the thing is, it's not like it's, a lot of stuff. But yesterday, page, end of year reminder. Oh, it says out for delivery. Yeah, sure. So we've been waiting for these different things, to order. Of course, I'm waiting for other. Oh God, it's just been so crazy. It really has been crazy. It's just been totally insane. And, you know, but that's expected. Okay, yeah, I know my password was changed. I did it. Out for delivery. I want to see this one. This one's hilarious. Oh, it says arriving today. You know, it's funny. This package, it says arriving today. Okay. Oh, and it says, like last night, okay, the same package from yesterday. Yesterday it would say arriving today, arriving today. And it was like, then it said arriving today. This was yesterday now, mind you. Arriving today by 10 o'clock. Okay? So now it's 10 o'clock. It doesn't arrive. Then I look back at the thing. When's it coming? So I look at it and it doesn't say anything. It just says, all it said was arriving today. That's it. End of story, right? So now today it says arriving today, 3:45 p.m., 6:45 p.m. And the thing that was so hilarious was the town it came from, that it was coming from, being shipped from, well, actually, that it's being delivered from. This was last night, as a matter of fact, it says. Package arrived at a carrier facility. Then last night, now it said by 10 o'clock, right? Then it says a carrier delay has occurred. This was at 10:21 p.m. last night. So I'm sitting there going, okay, so maybe it'll show up today, maybe, if I'm good or something. I don't know. So I figure, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. You know, so, yeah. And it's not like it's a big bunch of stuff, but that doesn't make any difference either. It just means it's going to be delivered or whatever it does. So hopefully when it's 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, I'll have already had the package. But then if all of a sudden I start getting these messages that says, package will arrive at 8:45, you know what that means. It's not coming. I've determined that. I have to check out the other mine. Dang. Wow, that actually said Jade. Okay, well, see. See what I'm talking about? It's random. Sometimes it's just random. But see, my mind is fully open, so here we go. Iron, obsidian. I don't know. But I guess if your mind is open more, the more you open up your mind, the more nodes that you will get, obviously, and that should be able to pick up what you need. Okay. Kind of looks brightly lit in here, doesn't it? I don't know. There might be something creepy in Blaze's mind. I think so. Because it just seems like I go to my mind, it's nice and bright. Nothing's here. No creepy crawlers. Oh, whoa. I got some spider webs, but, you know, nothing creepy. Well, I'm kind of leaning towards like you do have a creepy mind. You do. I don't know why that is. And it's open too. It's like, wow. But that's okay, please. I'll do that mine anytime. Yeah, it's just bright. Oh, and guys, I'm showing you this. I shouldn't, my bad. Let me just show you something else too. Like if you hit L, on your toggle analog stick, I'm not sure, but it's like whatever it says down here, okay? Your icons. Whatever letter or whatever it is, if you use a keyboard or if you use your controller, that's what you do. See, now I can just change it to be nothing, like nothing's there, but we know there is. Or we can go this route, okay? And it's going to show you that you'll get purple, green, you know what I'm saying? But if you go here, it shows you exactly like how many opals you'll get, how many things of iron you'll get, okay? Just to give you a heads up. But I also don't have anything up here as far as mushrooms are concerned because I didn't put any mushrooms down. But I just thought I would let you see this so that way you know. Yeah. If well, actually, it's in any room. You don't necessarily want to, if you don't necessarily have to do it in, but I'll go over there and I'll show you. Because see, the thing is, it's gonna randomly, in this case, let me do it now. Let me do it when I'm done with this, and it will randomly put that iron. See, that's the drawback. It's not gonna put like iron in the same room. It will, but not necessarily. Like let's say 10, because that's what's in the room. You've got 10 nodes for that. So it's not necessarily, see, that was iron, I believe, sandstone, okay? But it knows you need that many. See, like, technically, see, that should be sandstone, and it is, okay? But over here, it could be iron or sandstone or, here we go, iron, and see the color? Down on the left, it shows iron. And over there, it's, it shows it being a sandstone. So when you walk up to it, obviously it's going to tell you, what it is. But, yeah, that's the only thing. It's not going to put all of those iron pieces in the same room. It will not do that, no, unfortunately. But, if I go back up here, okay, this is obviously the main, well, this is another way out. I know you know that. Okay, so I'm going to walk up to this desk, and you can walk up to any desk randomly. Okay? I hope I'm done. Yeah, okay. I'm going to walk up randomly, but you see, now, rarity 1, see, because on these nodes, it'll tell you, okay, I might get 3 jade. I might get 5 amethysts and 7 of those rubies. Topaz, I might get 10, but not in the same room. No, that's not going to happen. Opal's the same thing. Obsidian, any one of these that you choose. Now, I'm going to do the iron and watch. Okay, watch this. Okay, I am not going to get 10 iron out of these. I will not. Okay, what I will get is, hopefully, let me see. Oh, it's not going to show me, is it? No, it's not, because they're, okay, because none of them are ready. What you could do is, though, you could go in that room. You can go in, like, this is the room that you first come into. So you can go in that room and, hit this button here that shows you the map. And you can look around and see where exactly the iron is. But you're not like we're here. We thought, okay, I'm gonna put 10 iron in here. No, not gonna happen. You always have to rebuy them. If you here's the thing, if you here's the thing, if you don't rebuy them, okay, I understand what you're saying. If you don't rebuy them, okay, because honestly, I just rebought the oh, I show you something else too. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Watch this. If this doesn't show. Ding. Okay. Now, it says this item, and I'll do this tomorrow too, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I've ran across this too, and I'm sitting there going, excuse me. But here's the reason why. Because even though you think that you put down 10 iron, for example, in the same room, in actuality, you're putting 10 item in random spots of your mind. Now, here's another thing that you should also know. When you go over here, okay, or anywhere on your mind, doesn't matter, okay? When you go over here, okay, I'm not going to touch these nodes, but when you come over here, okay, because honestly, I don't remember buying any. So I could go here, and again, it's not going to let me pick iron because I already picked it in the first room. But I also know that I need to, let's say, get 8. So when you go in that mine for a quest and it says you need 8 iron, okay, it's going to literally show you how much iron you got going on in that mine. But I have not. I mean, I pick this one usually. You see? And by the way, see it says 9 rarity. That means what it means is you might get 9 out of the entire mine. It's because when you've gone into your mines and you're looking around, and you're doing that, they're not going to be all in the same room. You might find like 2, but you're not going to find 10 of the same thing in any one of these rooms. Absolutely will not. I don't know. I mean, if you rebuy them, it kind of depends. Um, I I honestly haven't, you know, I haven't been rebuying them not too often, unless it's like unless it's like a quest or something. But of course, when you walk in that mine, it's going to tell you, let's say, and I know you've probably have gotten it, it's going to say, you need 16 of those, or you need 24 of these. And you're sitting there going, but there's not 24 in that mine. And you know it, and I know it. So it's a matter of, because it's unlike the mushrooms, it's a matter of going in there and, kind of like putting what you need in there actually for a quest, more so than that. Um,
Motion detected at the front door.
but this here, okay, if you look at this, it shows that I don't have any white mushrooms in here. I have nothing in there, okay? But the truth of the matter is, when you do put down mushrooms, like says I own 12, okay, so when you're putting down the mushrooms, yes, you do have 12, 4, 8, 12. I have 4, 8, 12 blue ones. So you know that as a matter of fact. It's not going to be random. It's going to be those 12 mushrooms that you put down. Unlike, the mining thing. The mining thing is very random. And also, the thing is, I found that the iron, especially when you're not, needing it for anything, it's very random. And it can be more random than you think to be in those mines. So it just depends, because was it not this, no, not this farm, but I do know, I'll tell you this very honestly, on my test farm, it wanted me to get some particular mineral, and I kept clicking, and I clicked again, and I'm sitting there going, are they serious? So you know what I did? I abandoned it because I was not going to take 8 whole days. And by the way, I did go into that mine and put, the particular quested mineral that I needed. I was still getting one a day. I'm like, is this mine broken? Yeah, well, and you know something, Blaze, that's probably a smart idea to do because, I mean, if you can get it prestige I would do it. Why not? Iron um, will always be the default in this game as far as, your mines are concerned. So you never really have to, you never have to really worry about it too much. Absolutely not. I wouldn't. Chatterbox lettuce. Yeah, you doing, Mr. Obi? What are you doing? Let me see. What is it? Summer. Oh, summer. Eh. Oh, fireworks, fireworks. Shoot. Fireworks. Where the heck are they? Didn't I put fireworks down? Are you kidding me? Nope, I did not. I'll put it down on my other. I think the reason why I didn't was because I put it down on my other farm. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm gonna go into town, find out what I prestiged, pay my workers. Um. Okay. So I got that working. I haven't. Oh. See, I don't really want to prestige very much today either because. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm waiting to prestige that though, for sure. The hyacinth being. Um, my trees. 42, 44. I've really been slacking on those bat trees. That's terrible. Um, I think they're all covered. My animals. We're not talking to you, Leghorn. But they said, what duck? No, wait, chicken. I have to. Okay, no. Sarama, right? Oh, okay. I'll put them on. That'll work. Oh, I know. A couple of days and we're good. We'll be flying. I'm really looking forward to that, though, the event. I mean, I'm like really excited about it. And I gotta be careful with my tea. Stupid me. I ran out of, I think it was the poinsettias, and I thought, oh wait a minute, I've got those one. I'm like, no, I don't. Yeah, it's funny. I wonder when it's going to come to Steam, or will it just be in that little menu? Um, but then you still have to buy it, though. So we'll see how that works. I mean, are they going to release it the same time as the event, or, I mean, that's what I'm wondering about. Um, I have not been. Oh, that would be nice. The event will be on a timer, but the Gothic thing should not be on a timer. It should be separate from. It should be separate, which will be nice. Uh, Let me see. Oh, this one I think said eggs, right? Oh, peanuts. Um, I think on my test farm that my event shack is higher level than this one. Go figure. But I don't care. See, I could convert this to the event farm, just delete all the lettuce, but then this won't have lettuce, and I really need to get those diamonds to open up that final plot. So, I mean, I will get there eventually. And guys, every now and then, if you have Steam, because I'm sure on Xbox and PlayStation, the other one, I'm sure that it'll say, you have an update. Make sure you check your updates. I know on Steam, sometimes the update just automatically is there for the event. So don't confuse the two, because if you're waiting for one and the other, thinking they might come at the same time, it does make sense to Obi that they'll come at two separate times. That does make sense. I need what, 500 and gosh. So what I think I'm going to do is just leave this leave this farm open for the day, and hopefully, and if you have the privs to do so, like if it's full, I'm pretty sure you guys should have them by now, at least on the main farm. Um, if I'm AFK, feel free to please do the lettuce. Just sell it, like just do full or whatever it is that you have that option to do. Maximum amount, it's okay. Just so you know, like, ooh, I don't know if I should touch it or not. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead, go for it. Cat Tinkerbell's 82. Why am I not? Oh, because I'm waiting for them to be. And that's another thing. My Cat Tinkerbells on my other farm, they're already leveled up to. They're already in the works of being prestiged. And yes, this is another one of my favorite chairs that I like to hang out in. Carrot cake it is. The thinker, yeah. Oh wait, go to the first one. What is this? Food. Oh, he's still waiting. Oh, did you? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh. You know, I'm trying to figure out when this levels up, like the piano thing, the music. I've kind of tried to figure out, well, when do you actually get it to level up? I've never really seen it, you know. Okay, so I'm over here. It's like, when does it physically level up? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I'm like, I feel, see, I don't look and I should. Ooh, that. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Gotta go in this one. Oh, 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 more carrot cake. I see. Oh, 32. I see what you're saying. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Obi, for being here and helping out. Oh, I keep forgetting something all the time. Someone put the can on every single one of these pianos. I'm the problem. What do you mean? What? Huh? Was it low level? Sorry? I'm the problem? What do you mean? Oh, guys, come on. At least you go in my house. Oh, you did that? Because I don't remember doing that. That's why I'm like, who does that? Who does that, Batman? I neglect my house chores. I'm sorry. I do. I neglect it. I admit it. Oh, I was just going to say, But Maya, I only have one Christmas tree. Never mind. Okay. But I won't be able to walk by. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. What are the... Okay. See, can't you guys see that my decorating sucks? It does. I'll be honest, my decorating sucks.
Motion detected at the front door.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Where's this? Okay, take it. Okay. Wait a minute. Come on. Oh, don't you guys just take that when you're trying to move something and it's like, you know.
Motion detected at the front door.
Okay, so, what? Oh, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. See, now I can't tell. Wait a minute. Oh, I see.
Motion detected at the front door.
I think, okay. So, wait a minute. Hold on. With this here. And that there. Hey, what? Okay.
I got this from the mail. I don't have no fucking clue what this is. Have no clue.
Let me just read it, please. Oh, this is like a car thing. It's funny, it doesn't even tell you where it came from. So this is like junk mail. Yeah, I mean, if you look, you see all of that. Like they don't have the year built, the property purchase, square footage. It's just junk mail. Yeah.
What do I do?
Nothing. You throw it in the trash. You can burn it.
Dude, I got my package. Prime. I saw Prime coming up the road. You want those? I'll give them to you if you want.
What are they? They still do that?
Yeah, they're still sending me shit. Look at
Wow.
Open them up.
Coupons.
Easy.
They're coupons.
Yeah. $3 off every
You're
pack.
kidding.
Do you want them?
I don't smoke those.
I'll give them away or something. Give them to...
Somebody
That's
smokes
to
them
Rodney.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do they still have those points on there
This
too?
and that's nothing.
Do they still take points and stuff?
And I got this. Yeah. I saw the truck, so I pulled over and I'm kind of curious. I've been waiting for a package coming. I said, Dad, you have a package for 41 Pine Lane? She goes, she looked on the thing. She goes, yep. I said, is it all right if I grab it now? I'll save you the trip and get in.
Now, what was the package for 41, right?
Yeah.
Is it for the truck?
All set. I got it.
The truck. Okay, I'm glad to know that. Bae. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's better. I like this one better. No. No. There. There. That looks better. Even though the cherry trees don't look all that hot, but it'll work for me for now. Oh. See, I'm figuring things out as I go along, Maya. Blaze, if you see that I'm not doing piano lessons, feel free. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You're good. You know, it's kind of funny because, like, when I go to Basis Farm or and Nura's farm, oh, God bless me and her. But anyways, when I go to those farms, and of course, you know, I see this purple thing on their house, you know, because you don't see it unless it's a quested item. So, you know, even though like you'll see this little purple thing, guys, on the house, right? That means there's a quested item in there that they're doing. And I don't know, it just depends on whatever the privs are. I honestly I don't know what the privs would be and how it works. I honestly don't know. But I do know that like when I go into say Basis Farm, she got all kinds of things going on in there. You know what I'm saying? She does. Like, well, this isn't the house that she has it in, but what she did was she basically just put the stoves in there and the little sculpt of the piano all in the same room, you know, and she's always got something going. So basically, when I go in there in her houses, especially if it's purple, because I did yesterday, you know, it's like, oh, let me see. Okay, so I'm the only one here. So you know what? I'm going to take you to her farm real quick. Hopefully, what I'm looking for will be there. Oh, wait. Give me a moment. Give me one moment. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Join. Favorite. Lord Besa. And I know you've been there, Maya. So, ooh. Ooh, somebody's on her farm. Yeah. And it's interesting because a lot of people would go to this farm. A lot. Oh, God, is she? I'm curious what farm this is going to be. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's a great little farm to go to. Then like I said, I go to Nur's farm, you know, it, but I go there. But see, the drawback is, and you'd probably be able to, you probably would know anyways, Maya, is that Basie used to hang around out here in the fish, but she's not here. Now, see, what is it that? Oh, okay, perfect. See, now let me show you something. I can't. I can. Oh, I can't. Son of a bee. Hold on a minute. Boom. Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is 5 hours. Oh my God. Okay, check this out. You notice I looked in my menu, I looked in my thingy, and it said, "Oh no, sorry, you can't plant them." Okay, because, but you see the sign. As long as, see, it says delightful gift. So as long as they have them those signs up, they can replant. I can replant them, and so can you. But you will not find it in your inventory or anywhere to plant them. Now see that? Now I just planted those for her. Now these are balloons, and I know. Oh shoot! Okay, see, these are balloons which I know I have. Okay, but see over there to the right, I could not find these. I'm like, how the heck am I? But if that person on their farm has those signs, you could then plant those gifts. Okay? So let's say you come to, you go to a farm and you sit there and you go, I can't plant them. Yes, you can, as long as it's under a sign. If it's not, then, and you don't have that particular item, then it's not going to work. Just to give you a heads up on that. Because I did. The other day when I was here, I was like, oh. And then of course they needed to be harvested, so I did that. And then they got replanted. Now again, if I go over here and under my crops, no, nothing here, not a thing. Yellow onions. Oh gosh, what does she need? It was always sounds like she's in the same boat as you there, Blaze. Because yesterday when I was here, oh no, now it's the gosh darn tomatoes. But yesterday I was here and it was the stupid garlic. I'm like, oh my god. But see, she's got her workers over there doing those tomatoes. But if I looked at her farm, I will find a spot. Well, maybe not today. I will hopefully find some. Oh, okay. See this? Her workers ain't working, so give me a second. She's prestiging these onions. These onions, I think, are all year round, too. I haven't gotten them all opened. The onions and the, what the heck is that other stuff? We just recently got new stuff. I haven't, oh, wow, Obi, I'm jealous. Wow, good job, though, Obi. Good job. I haven't done that. Okay, so now I'm going to leave, go to her town, and, where am I? Okay, south. Okay, see, I will go over here. She ain't been around for, wow, that's weird. She's had this farm open all night and day. Wow. But anyways, I have a few things I need to do today anyway, so I'm going to head back to my farm. And, of course, leave it open. Because I got to get some food, guys. But that's awesome, though, you maxed it out. I can't say the same for myself, sadly. That's awesome. Oh, and I think... Oh, you two, stop it. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm telling you. You guys are rough. Today, you're rough on me now. What do I need? I'm not even close. You know what? Don't even look at that number 91 over 92. How embarrassing is that? That's embarrassing. Good Lord. But I'm very proud of you guys. That's awesome. Wish I could say the same for myself. But you know how that goes. Maybe I'll talk to what's his name. Hey, Chucky baby, what's going on? Yeah, what's the scoop? Oh, guys, you want to see something fun? Watch this. Watch what I do. I took a screenshot of this too earlier. Now watch this. Okay, let me see if there's any more victims. Oh, yeah. Okay. Get back here, guys. You are not going nowhere. I had like, I don't know, 6 or 7. Ah, here he is. I mean, if you like kind of get them in a group, you could actually have like, oh, here we go. They'll they'll all keep doing it. Look at this. Unbelievable. You can just keep going and going. Oh, here he comes. Get over here, buddy. You know you're not going nowhere. But I mean, I know if you're bored, this is what you can do. Wow. I'm getting a big audience today. We're all having the Christmas event thing. Oh, you want to join? There you go. See? Okay, guys, I got to go. But I do appreciate you all coming to my farm and doing your thing. Thank you so very much. You know, everybody, seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I brought some apples for you all. And for you, I got a Prezi. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. I just did this the other day for giggles and laughs, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is all my friends over there in Discord. You know, we'll add some. You know, I'm like, how can I go get more people? So, anyways, and they were all, see, so I figured, well, what the heck, you know? But, anyways, I really had a good time streaming, and I do appreciate you all being there. Bye, guys. You all take care and have a wonderful day, and thank you so very much for watching. And I want to say God bless, and I get some donuts, please. They're powdered donuts too, and they're good. Um, but I want to say God bless, and I hope you all have a blessed day, and I hope your children feel better, you know. And please keep those thoughts and prayers flowing, and don't worry, guys. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get to that event. We're gonna get that other thing that we want. So we'll do good. We're gonna do good. Everything's gonna be good. It's all good. So, again, have a wonderful day and a blessed one for sure. Thanks, guys.